It's official, 2 years and over 100,000 flies later, and I'm a published scientist. Oh my God, they all popped. If you've been watching my channel for the last 2 or so years, you'll know that I've been doing my PhD in the fly lab, working on flies, but I've not been able to tell you what exactly I'm working on beyond it involves flies and it involves sex. And that's because it's only today that my paper is published. This is my actual paper. The paper, which is published in the Proceedings of the Royal Society B, is called Male Relatedness and Familiarity are Required to Modulate Male-Induced Harm to Females in Drosophila. And it's open access, which means that you can read it. The link's all below. You can read it for yourself, you can tweet about it, you can blog about it, you can make videos about it, please do. I want everyone to hear about the trials that I've had to go through over the last 2 years. It's like a proper paper with like figures and everything. It's got pretty pictures and graphs and more graphs and so much writing. But if you don't want to read the full paper, but why wouldn't you? Come on, I wrote it along with a load of other people, fair. Then the university has put out a press release that they've titled, I think this is hilarious, Family Breakups Lead to Domestic Abuse in Fruit Fly Relationships. And yeah, that is what the paper is about. It's a tale of sex and love and death and children and battles and conflicts between males and females and conflicts between males, and I don't know how much more I can sell this to you. There were trials and tribulations and challenges that needed to be overcome, such as me, like having to count 86,810 dead flies, or having to watch experiments whilst then catching pneumonia in the middle of it. Oh yeah, there was a fierce debate between us, the Oxford scientists, and scientists over in Switzerland, and we're going backwards and forwards with each other. Like, it's a proper story. It's great. And I cannot wait to share it with you over the next few weeks. So the paper is about fly sex and sexual selection and sexual conflict, the battle between the sexes. And I've made some videos about that. I did a whole lecture at the Royal Institution, which is available on YouTube, which you can watch, about sexual conflict. But it's also about inclusive fitness and relatedness, which is the whole selfish gene stuff. And that was pretty much the first ever video I made on YouTube, was covering that. So you can see that I've been talking about these ideas on YouTube for a long time. I just haven't been able to go into the specifics. But specifically, I can now say that I have been bringing in, looking at relatedness and looking at fly sex together to see, okay, what happens if the males that are fighting over the female are related to each other? But not only that, but did they as a family grow up together, or were they separated at birth? And does that affect how they interact with each other? Because partly it's are brothers nicer to females when they're brothers? But also, how do brothers know that they're brothers? Are they able to tell that they're brothers when they've been separated at birth and they haven't grown up together? So that's kind of what the paper is about. And the answer, in a word, is you need to be both a brother and you need to have grown up together in order to stop harming the females as much. You see, the problem with science is that you only really get the credit once you publish, and if you're the first to publish, which means that basically I've not been allowed to talk about my research until today, until it's published, in case anyone else like scoops in there and takes my findings and publishes it before me. But now, after 2 years, I can finally talk about it. And so over the next few weeks on my channel, I'm going to be posting about a video a week on all the different aspects of the research. Some short ones, like on how to sex a fly, because lots of people ask me that question, to what it's actually like day to day to do a 2-year-long experiment, and what is it like to be a researcher. I took videos all the way through doing the experiment, about the background theory that my paper fits into and how it adds to what we already know about flies. If you've got any questions about my research, about what it's like to be a PhD student, anything that you want me to cover in a video, please leave them in the comments below, because whilst I've been filming all along throughout the last 2 years so that you can see what it's actually like to be a PhD student, not just here is the science, but this is how you sit down every day and count 86,810 dead flies. Yes, I counted, that's the exact number. But if you've got something else that you want me to cover a video about, let me know and I can make a video on it, because I mean, that's what I'm here for. This research is funded by the government. Thank you, government. That's very nice of you. And so it's part of my duty as a government-funded scientist to tell you, the public, about my research. And also, it's super cool and I haven't been able to talk about it. So let me know what you want to know about flies, and maybe what you don't want to know about flies, and the things you never thought you wanted to know about flies but actually do. I should clarify that this isn't my final thesis. This isn't the end of my PhD. This is just one paper, probably about a third of my thesis overall. But as scientists, we are judged by our publications. So being a published scientist with now one publication under my belt is like really legitimizing as a scientist. I am officially able to say that I am of a good enough caliber as a science student to be able to publish. This is what my PhD is training me to do. My PhD trains me to be able to do research of publishable quality that can go through peer review, and now I've done it. Yes! So subscribe, click the notifications bell, follow me on Twitter or Reddit or Facebook, or whatever way you want to keep your eye on this channel as the videos go up, because I am so excited to finally be able to show you what I've been doing in my PhD over the last 2 years.